Good morning, everybody. My name is Pranav, a legal intern at Lexis& and Company for the month of June. And as in yesterday's session, I had spoken about the termination of agency. Today, we'll be looking at another important topic under the contract of agency, which is known as the creation of an agency. What do you understand by the term creation of an agency? A person who has a capacity to contract can enter into the contract either by himself or through some other person. If the person adopts the first method, then there is no question of agency. But if he adopts the second method, then there is a question of agency. The relation of agency arises whenever one person called the agent has the authority to act on behalf of another called the principal and consent to act. The relationship of principal and agent may be may be in any of the following ways. Firstly, agency by express agreement. Any person who is competent to contract and is of a sound mind may appoint an agent. Number of agency contracts come into force under this method. A contract of agency can be either made in written or by words or even through a power of attorney. For example, a written contract of agency is a power of attorney that gives a right to an agent to act on behalf of his principal in accordance with the terms and conditions therein. A power of attorney can be general or also give many powers to the agent or even some special powers giving the authority to the agent for transacting a single act. Secondly, agency by operation of law. Sometimes contracts of agency come into existence by virtue of law. For example, according to the Partnership Act, every partner is an agent of the firm as to the other parties. It is an implied it is an implied agency that only a partner can bid over the firm as well as other partners to his activities. In the same way, according to Companies Act, promoters are regarded as agents to the company. Thirdly, agency by ratification. Ratification means giving subsequent adoption of an activity. Soon after ratification, the principal agent relations will come into operation. The person who has done the activity will be known as the agent, and the person who has given the ratification will be known as a principal. Ratification can be either express or implied. In any case where the adoption of activity is made by means of expression, it is called as express ratification. For example, without A's direction, B has purchased goods for the sake of A. Thereafter, A has given his approval to B's activity. It is called ratification. Now, A is the principal and B is the agent. The ratification is where there is no expression is called as an implied ratification. For instance, Q has P's money with him, but without P's direction, Q has lent the money to R. Thereafter, R has paid the interest directly to P without any debate that P has taken the amount from R. It implies that P has given his support to Q's activities. This is known as an implied ratification. When a person not having any authority acts as an agent or acts beyond his authority, then the principal is not bound by the contract with the agent in respect of such authority. But the principal can ratify the agent's transaction and accept his liability. In this way, an agency by ratification arises. Ex post facto agency. An agency arising after the event is known as ex post facto agency. By this ratification, the contract is binding on the principal as if the agent had been authorized before ratification that will have an effect on the original contract, and so the agency will have the effect from the original contract and not on the ratification. Fourthly, agency by implied authority. This type of agency comes into force by virtue of relationship between the party or by the conduct of the parties. When the agency is inferred from the course of dealing between two persons or from the conduct of the agency, then the agency by implied authority is said to be created by implication. Here, the authority is not given in words or written, but it is assumed by the conduct or by the dealings of the parties. An agency is said to be implied when it is inferred from the circumstances of the case. An implied agency does not arise out of contract, but it is implied from the acts of the parties or the ordinary course of dealings. For example, A owns a shop in Meerut and he himself lives in Delhi. A visits his shop occasionally. The shop is managed by B, who is in habit of ordering goods from C in the name of A for the shop and paying them out of A's funds without A's knowledge. B has an implied authority from A to order goods in his name for the purpose of the shop. Now, agency of implied authority can be of three types. Firstly, agency by necessity. When the agent has no authority from his principal in expressed or any act for the principal, it is known as creation of agency by necessity. At times, it may become more necessary to a person to act as an agent and to the other in emergency situation when the property or interest of another is in danger. Second is agency by estoppel. Estoppel means that a person is stopped or prevented from denying the truth of the statement which he has made. Where a person, by his conduct, words spoken or even written, willfully leads to another to believe that a certain person is acting as his agent. He is estopped later or from denying the truth of the fact that such person is dealing as his agent. And finally, agency by holding out. The principal is bound by the act of agent if on earlier occasion he has made others to believe that the other person doing some act on his behalf is doing it without his authority. Is doing it with his authority. For example, Y is X's servant, and X has made Y accustomed to bring goods on credit from Z. One occasion, X has given the amount to Y to bring goods from Z on cash. B bought goods and credits as usual and runs away with the money. This is agency by holding out, and therefore X is liable to pay the amount to Z. With this, I come to the end for today's session, and in tomorrow's session, we will be looking at the different kind of agents under the Indian Contract Act. Until then, stay safe and have a great day. Thank you.